the concept of a post-growth world, but we say instead a green growth world, which essentially is a redistribution, right? Because we're no longer going to put our resources into the burning of fossil fuels, but we're going to put it into sustainable energy that ultimately is going to provide maybe less profit ultimately, because once you set up those panels, the sun is free. You can't charge for that. You can charge for something for the panels, but once the panels are there, it's not it is the sun keeps going. Same with wind and water. So what of those alternative movements that seek to in some ways just redefine the concept of growth?
Yeah, I think they're good. I mean, I think all those technologies are good. It might be interesting just to say that actually that's where I started. I started working on those technologies a long time ago, let's say, and I believe that in the power of those technologies. I think they're really important, and I think they're in some way an essential part of getting us out of the mess that we've got into. But I also think we have to kind of think beyond that, and I do think we have to think in particular about this more and more that we want to measure and have going higher and higher. And one of the things I talk about in the book, you asked me about these measures before, and I think it's really important, is that there's a difference between, thinking of prosperity as being about wealth, about having more and more, and thinking of prosperity as being about health and better and better. And health is a really interesting metaphor, because it doesn't really never when you're looking at health do you want more and more of something. You only want more and more when there's not enough. And so what you end up thinking about when you think about prosperity as health rather than wealth is this sense of balance, of having things which are good at the right level for us. Not always more and more, not always bigger and bigger, but a society that is deeper and richer, and its relationships are better, and its creativity is stronger, and its sense of community is more solid, and its hope for the future stays intact. And that really is, that's the vision of post-growth, that there are things which we can have which are really a better society than the one we have at the moment. But we have to measure the right things, we have to focus on the right things, and we have to create the policies that will transform society so that people can live better and richer lives.
What is the bridge from that concept where we understand this to those policies? I mean, I'm just like that, look, I think your message is, I think a lot of the people who listen to this are amenable to it, but turns out there's a lot more people outside of this audience.
Terrible, it's dreadful that.
Yeah, I know. But what is the political bridge? Is